back to our channel. I am Rupali Shah, a blockchain developer and an instructor at Newton School. Now, this video will be amazing because we are gonna talk about complex variables, which will be arrays and objects. Before moving to complex variables, we will be discussing a little bit more about primary variables and a little bit more about null type variables. So let's move on. And we will be using Newton's Launchpad for our code performing. So if you are new to this channel and if you have not visited my first video, please go check out that video after this videos get end. As in that video, I have explained the Newton's Launchpad and how you can start with Newton's Launchpad. And before moving to Newton's Launchpad, let us discuss a bit about Newton's Launchpad or Newton School. So basically, it is an edtech company which have given a very awesome courses for tech guys who want to start their career in tech field. They can visit this place and check out their courses. And the best part about this particular platform is that the courses are free. In the beginning, you have to just learn from these courses, and once you land a job of uh, or got a placement, then only you have to pay for the courses. So, and this Newton's school has provided a placement range from 5 lakhs to 40 lakhs. So don't forget to visit the link which is in the description. There each and every details will be given in a brief way, so please go and visit that link from the description. So we are on our launch pad, and here we have discussed like we have opened the console so that we, because we are performing right now console programs only. Let's just give it a very little space for now, and let's just increase the space of the JS tab because we are right now working with our JavaScript programs. So in our previous video, we have discussed primary types, which include string, numbers, booleans, null, and undefined. And in this null type, when we were discussing about null, and we just have this type of null, it basically gave us a object. Now this is a bug in JavaScript actually, because it should be of no type, as null is a data type which includes just one value, which is null. So it's cool, means this bug has not created any issues, so it's fine with it. Like you can see that L was given a value null, and it gave us the variable type as object. So in JavaScript is basically dynamic, means the variables of JavaScript are dynamic and they are non uh, static, means the type of the variable is not compulsory to give in the beginning. So basically, this type of the variable is actually defined from the value it has, and that's why the variables of JavaScript has one more property which I am gonna display right now to in front of you. So now let's see that I have given the value of L as 1. Before the before this line, before we write, or before this value number type number type, the variable type of L was an object, and to be specific, a null type. But since I have given the value of L as 1, now when I will be having this console log on my screen for L, it would be converted to number. Now this happened because the type of any variable is defined by the value it stores, and and now as we have changed the type of the value given to a variable, its type would be changed. So yeah, that was a little catch in JavaScript, and that particularly means that suppose you have a variable, and first you have given it a value of number, and in future if you change that variable number, means you store a string on that variable, then the type of the variable would become a string. So yeah, this was the thing that I want to discuss for the primary variables, which we have discussed till now. And today's topic is array and object. So let's have a look on arrays and object. Now here there are 2 points to be very clear in the beginning only, and that 2 points are: first is that array is also a variable type only. Array are also a variable, sorry, array are also an object type only. Now that particularly means that means array is an object, but with some special things, like with some special functions, and which with some special prototypes. Now that is because means things like array has the same properties as object with some additional properties. So that was the first thing. And the second thing is that arrays can be declared in two ways. One is with the class, means with the help of class array, which we are not gonna discuss in this video. And the second and the most basic is this square brackets. So we will be declaring arrays right now with this square brackets. We are not gonna use classes for now. When we will be discussing about classes, we will be using this class of arrays to create an array. So right now let's just create a simple array and let's see how it works. So we have an variable name arr, and let's declare it an array. And to prove my point that array is an object technically in JavaScript, let's just print over here arr, I mean type of arr. And yeah, look, we have declared an array, but the type of the variable is an object. So array, to give you some description about array, so arrays are basically something which has a collection of a particular thing. But in JavaScript you can have multiple things in array. That particularly means that if you have an uh, array, and let's say you have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, so this array is of number type. That particularly means that it is a number type array. But if you will be having an array of 1 comma some sort of string, then again 3, then again true, which is a boolean type, so this would not be giving you an error, because array can have multiple type of data in it in JavaScript. And if you are talking about some other languages like C and Java, or some other like C sharp, then this would be a problem for you. It's just in case of JavaScript, you are free to give any value in an array. So yeah, that was a bit of description about array and some discussion about arrays. Now let's have a look on objects. So objects are basically key value pairs, and yeah, there are some functions in array, like if you want to add something in this particular array, like let's have a console of this array first, console.log, and yeah, I want to print my array. So you can see that over here, that in the console basically, what happened to it? So okay, so you can see that it has four values: one, and the second is the string, the third one is again the number, and the fourth one was a boolean type. Now let's just I want to add one another boolean type into this. So I can say, okay, array dot push is a function with array which helps you to push any value into this particular array. So I want to push false over here. So now when I would be having a console log of this array, it would show me five values, basically one string, again number, boolean, and boolean. So that was a bit about array and some functions in array. There is one more function. If you want to remove the last element of a array, you can simply have a pop over here. Okay. And let's have a console log of this particular. Okay, why I just save this particular. No issues. So this was all about arrays, and now we will be having a discussion about objects. There are more functions related to array, but that would be discussed in another video. This video will be just a description, brief description about objects and arrays. So let's have a look on objects also. So to declare, to initialize, or to just define an object, you have let's give this an object and just use curly braces. In arrays we used square brackets, but for objects we will be using curly braces. Now I already said that object is key value pair. Now you can relate it with the Python dictionary, which is the same thing. So yeah, cool. Now, okay, we have a var object is equals to this. Yeah. Now let's have a console log for this. So that we can, okay, this should be given object. We have seen object as in data type, but since we have declared object for the first time, the real object, let's have this also, the console log of this. So yeah, it's an object. Means to declare an object, you just need to use two curly braces, opening and closing curly brace. Now, as we have discussed that objects have key value pairs, so we can just have it like this: obj is equals to, and here the key is like the key is the key. Okay, this would confuse many people. So let's have key as first name, first name, and let's give it a value of Rupali. And objects are basically collection of any variable types. So yeah, we I can have over here age. So this could be a number type, and yeah, in objects after one key value you need to have a comma. So don't forget that, because I actually forget it many times, but it's okay, not an issue. Now let's have an age 20, and then let's say, okay, let's just keep it simple. Okay, so now I can have my object printed. So let's having console log over here of object. Now you can see that we have an object where first name is Rupali and age is 20. Now to retrieve, this was all about declaration and initialization of an object and array. Now let's see how to retrieve value from them. Retrieve value from array first. So array has indexes, means you can retrieve a value from the indexes, and especially array starts from zero index like any other programming language. So if I want to just print the first value of array, I can simply say array 0, and it would print 1 because the this is our array and it has 1 in it, as means the zeroth index. Yeah, you can see over here also that it starts from 0 index and the value stored as 0 index is 1. So this was all about retrieving a value from array. Now to retrieve a value from object, let's retrieve the value from object. We can again have a console log just like above, and we can simply say obj dot age. So it will be giving us 20 because we have stored 20 in the age. Now this particular means you can also have arrays of object. So how you can just declare a array of object or just initialize a value with this. So let's have obj, yeah, let's have obj is equals to, and let's just create an array. Let's have an object. And let's say that this the key should be like num and it should be 1. Then again we can have an object, just copy out this, have a comma over here, paste it. This time the key, the value of the key is 2. Now again paste it, and this time the value is 3. So let's just first console log the whole object. J. So you can see that why it doesn't open, man. ये open हो रहा है. Hmm. Okay, so let's wait for few minutes. Like this particular thing is not opening, so let's have something over here. Yeah, now it should get open, I believe. No, man, it don't want to get open. Let's just have this 2 times. So here we have zeroth, means the position of object 1 is 0, the index basically. The index of object 2 is 1, the index of object 3 is 2. So now you can elaborate all those things, and we have this number 1. Now to retrieve a value from an array of object, suppose you want the second one, so we can have a console log, of course, to have the value printed. And here we can say that this object, I want the value at index 1 if you want to retrieve the second position value, and then I want to print num from here, so it should print 2 for us. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you learn something about objects and arrays and how to use them, combine, and each things which was discussed in this video. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel and like this video, and don't forget to turn on your notification for future updates. Thank you guys and peace out.